All right, let's talk real estate. Right now, there's a huge shift happening, and it's creating a clear line between the agents who are absolutely crushing it and, well, everyone else. And that line? It's artificial intelligence. This isn't some far off futuristic thing. It's a tool that's creating winners today. So we're going to break down exactly how. Okay, first things first, let's just wrap our heads around the sheer scale of this. In 2025, the AI market in real estate, it's worth a whopping $303 billion. Yep, you heard that right. This is not some little side project or a niche experiment. We're talking about a massive global economic engine. But it's not even just about the size. It's the speed. This market is growing at 34% a year, every single year. That's not just growth, that's an explosion. It's a huge sign that this isn't coming, it's already here. So all of this really boils down to one simple but super important question for every single person in this industry, every agent, broker, and investor out there. The AI revolution in real estate is happening right now. The only thing you have to ask yourself is, are you on the right side of it? Okay, so first up, we've hit a major tipping point. We're talking about AI going from something experimental, kind of like a toy, to being an absolutely essential piece of the puzzle for any modern real estate pro. And to really put this into perspective, think about it. Just 18, maybe 24 months ago, these tools were on the fringe, they were experimental. Today, they're totally mainstream. The speed of this shift is just mind-blowing. Honestly, if you're just tuning in now, you're already playing catch-up. So, what's the first huge advantage we're seeing? Well, it's the power to predict the market. It's basically like having a crystal ball, using data to see what's coming next in real estate before anyone else does. Just look at the difference here. The old way, you'd spend weeks, literally weeks, buried in research for just one market. The new way, with AI, you get near instant analysis, and not just for one market, but for multiple markets, all at the same time. The jump in efficiency is, well, it's staggering. There's no other word for it. And look, this isn't just about saving time. This is about making more money. The people who got in early on these predictive tools, they're reporting a 15 to 20% boost in their investment returns. That's real money or real impact right on the bottom line. So you might be asking, okay, but how does it actually do that? Well, these AI platforms are just devouring massive data sets that no human team could ever get through. They're looking at everything. Supply and demand, of course, but also economic indicators. They're even smart enough to spot subtle hints of seller motivation. Things like online searches that suggest a family's about to move. What you get at the end is basically a treasure map, pointing you straight to these high-growth areas that the old-school methods would have missed entirely. Okay, so that's the big picture strategy, but let's bring this down to the ground level, to the day-to-day grind of being an agent. The next huge advantage is automation. And really, it's all about getting back the one thing you can never make more of, your time. Think of it like this. This is the new way to divide up the work. You delegate all the repetitive, time-sucking tasks to your AI assistant. Things like scheduling showings, answering the same questions over and over, doing those initial property searches. And what does that do? It frees you up to focus on the high-value stuff, the things that actually make you money. Building those crucial client relationships, handling high-stakes negotiations, and closing more deals. One of the sources we looked at just hit the nail on the head. It said, the agents winning right now aren't working harder, they're working smarter. It's so true. They're not staying up all night doing paperwork. They're letting AI handle the admin, so they can put their energy and their expertise where it really counts. And just to be super clear, when we say AI virtual assistant, what are we talking about? It's basically a tool that understands regular human language. It's the same kind of tech that lets you ask your phone for the weather. It just gets it. And in real estate, that means it can handle all sorts of client communications, from setting up appointments to answering questions, basically smoothing out your whole workflow. All right, we've talked a lot about the potential, but let's get to the proof. Let's look at the actual real-world results that the big players in the industry are seeing with this stuff, like today. Look no further than Opendoor. Back in September of 2025, this absolute giant in the industry announced they were going all in on an AI-first strategy. They're using it for everything now, valuing properties, matching buyers with the perfect home, everything. And listen, when a company that big makes a move like that, this isn't just a fad. This is the real deal. But okay, that's a huge company. What about other firms?
Well, one case study we found looked at a residential investment firm. And after they brought AI into their workflow, their return on investment was, wait for it, 708%. And no, that is not a typo. 708.
So the immediate question is, how on earth is that even possible? Well, it wasn't magic. It was actually a pretty straightforward process. They took all this local market data and just fed it to their AI models. The AI then started spitting out these incredibly valuable insights, identifying undervalued areas that were completely invisible to the human eye. Why? Because the patterns were hidden in thousands and thousands of data points. Suddenly, every single investment they made wasn't a gut feeling. It was backed by hard, powerful data. Okay, so this all brings us to probably the most important part of this whole thing. What can you do right now? Let's walk through a super simple but really powerful AI workflow that you can start using in your business, like today. Let's start with something every agent has to do: marketing. It takes forever, right? Well, just by automating the content creation for your listings, agents are slashing their prep time by 60%. Seriously, just take a second and think about what you could do with an extra 60% of your time back. And the best part is, getting started is so easy. Step 1, you just feed the property details into an AI platform. Step 2, it instantly generates all your marketing materials. We're talking property descriptions, emails, even social media ads. Now, step 3 is the crucial one because this is where your expertise comes in. You review it, you tweak it, you add your own personal brand voice. And finally, you track what works and use that to make your prompts even better next time. And I gotta stress this again. This is not just about being faster. It's about being better. Agents who are using this exact workflow aren't just saving time. They're seeing their lead engagement rates actually go up. So you're not just working faster, you're working a whole lot smarter. So we'll leave you with this one last thought to chew on. The technology is here. The results are undeniable. The entire industry is moving in this direction, and it's moving fast. Right now, your biggest competitor's next listing description, their next marketing email, their next big market prediction, it's probably being built with AI. So the only question left is, what's building yours?